home is a basic human right. If you do not have a home, nothing really matters at the end of the day.
We tell people that they need to stay at home, but then the act of evicting someone is to take away that home and to force them to double up or triple up with other families, or to live on the streets, or to live in the encampments, or to live in shelters. And all of those alternative places for them to live are places where they're much more likely to get sick.
People have this narrative about landlords that we just love sitting, collecting all the money every month. And that's what our job is. It's not. We're managing complex operations that are highly regulated, with managing a diverse set of expenses and a diverse set of challenges. It's a tough business.
Evictions are a huge part of our work.
Luke Grunman is a managing attorney for Mid-Minnesota Legal Aid. He's worried that vulnerable people will be evicted because they can't afford to pay the rent, and that will put them in danger of catching the coronavirus.
Eviction strikes right at the heart of what we as a society have said in response to the pandemic we need to do. We need to help people stay in their homes, and evictions are one of those things that would take their homes away from them.
Calls about rent payment assistance between March and May more than doubled when compared to last year. And although the moratorium paused evictions, renters must still pay any rent that they owe, and landlords can evict tenants if they are judged to be a danger to others. The Minnesota Multi-Housing Association represents people who manage more than half of the state's available rental market.
We've had a number of tools that help us be good managers taken away from us, and I think that it would be good to get some of those tools back.
President Cecil Smith said some residents are taking advantage of the moratorium.
We have been talking to Governor Walz about the eviction and lease termination moratorium. And in the governor's own words, it was a tweak of the dial. It just means that we can evict and end leases now for people who are physically destroying the property, which, I think most Minnesotans would have expected that we were able to do that. We weren't.
Smith said that landlords are not anxious to evict people, but property managers want more options to deal with bad tenants.
If landlords need to evict people who are unsafe, causing other residents to feel unsafe, or property managers to not be safe, or committing crimes on the property, they can file evictions, and a number of evictions are being filed under that exception. And a lot of those evictions should go forward.
The Minnesota Housing Finance Agency says that people of color are more likely to have unstable housing, be evicted, experience homelessness, and sleep outside.
This is really a very stressful thing.
Jeanette Katui is one of more than 3,000 Minnesotans who received an eviction notice this year. Governor Walz's eviction moratorium stopped her from being thrown out, but she knows that relief is temporary.
When you're already in the hole, extending the moratorium and still having this debt build up is not a solution. I am not in my home. The economy is not taking off. I can't go to work. If I can't go to work, I'm not making money. If I'm not making money, I can't spend it in the economy.
Governor Walz recently announced a $100 million program will use federal funds to provide housing assistance and to prevent homelessness in Minnesota for people that are affected by COVID. The governor also issued a new executive order this week that loosened requirements for landlords to evict people. That means Ms. Katui could be evicted within a month.
There is some distress out there. Make no bones about it. There are some people who are falling through the cracks. We need to take care of them. And what Governor Walz did with the rental assistance is going to help address that.